Hey everyone, David here. Alright, so I figured I'll make another video just to touch on a couple subjects. Um, so the first subject I'm going to touch on is the water crisis and the way it's going. There's only one way we're going to solve this water crisis. It's only one way that's going to happen. So we're going to have to, as a state in California, and this is in my plan, but again, this is not something this is not on Sarah's plan. We have to get, oh God, how to put this? We have to get, we have to work with Arizona and Nevada and some of them to get desalination plants put in. See, with the way the water crisis is going, we're never going to be able to rebuild water unless we get these desalination plants in. Now, Australia has actually developed a method that won't harm the sea-based life and stuff. So, we really need to get some of them and get some of them put in. Now, the way we're going to have to get that done is we have to partner with the neighboring states. I mean, whether you like it or not, that's the only way we're going to get it done. So, how are we going to achieve something like that? Well, we got to work a deal with them. They help us pay for it and stuff like that. We get the desalination plants put into the water. Once we get ourselves up to 100% capacity and stuff on everything, on our reservoirs, our aqueducts, and all that stuff, once we're all like at 100%, we're going to have a ton of excess water. We have to sell the excess water to help pay for the plants and start, refilling their dams and refilling their reservoirs and their stuff. So that's the only way we're going to actually achieve anything is we have to work out a deal. Now, the other part of what I want to talk about, and this is another piece that was kind of controversial, but it's something that has to be done. It's something that has to be done. And that is the railway. And when you hear the railway, you're talking about, I'm talking about what they're referring to as the train to nowhere or the rail to nowhere or whatever they want to call it. Something that Gavin and them completely misdid and completely misused and ain't doing right. See, so my approach is I'm going to want to have through the farmlands in particular. I want to work with the Army Corps of Engineers and see if there's a way we can run it through the center of the interstate. Whether it be an elevated maglev or something like that. I want to work with the Army Corps of Engineers to make something like that happen. So, through the farmlands, we would aim to try to get it more in the center of interstate and, working with the Army Corps of Engineers, working with farms. The way we get this done is we allow investors, we allow stock options, we use smart contracting. We use a lot of these tools that we have access to get this railway put in. This allows it to grow. It allows them to invest and buy stock and all that stuff, that means it's also going to be very well maintained. Now, the reason for this, and there's actually a good reason, and that is because tourism. The second most, the thing that this, one of this, how to put this, the thing that this state's known the most for, arguably, is the tourist part of it. So, the rail to nowhere, as it would be called, actually needs to actually get complete. The Victorville to Vegas, that railway that they were talking about. Why not allow the hotels to invest into it and buy stock and all that stuff like that? Through the farmlands, allow the farmers to buy stock and invest into it and stuff. Make this a very possible thing to work. Allow farmers to put in farmers markets through there. There's things we can do and ways we can approach this that would work. So we have to start bringing the tourism back up. Imagine being at Disney one day, coming out of the park, taking a 2-3 hour high-speed rail line to up there to where Alcatraz is. It can be done. It can be done, but we're going to have to start doing things a lot differently if we want to achieve this. So that's kind of the approach and the way it's worked into a plan that I have. That's kind of the approach. I have a full plan, so that's something I want to do. I also want to maybe allow investing into see if there's a way we can get people to invest into redoing the Hollywood Stars and the roadways in Hollywood and stuff. We have to rebuild the tourism in this state. We have to redo the beaches. We have to get the homeless from sleeping on the beaches. We have to get the homeless off the streets in general. I actually made a video just a minute ago, or yesterday or something. I made a video about the homeless and the homeless veterans. We have to get them off of the street. We have to get our beaches cleaned up. We have to get the stars back up and going. We have to do all this different stuff because we have to rebuild our tourism. Right now, there is no real good reason outside of Disneyland or Universal Hollywood for anyone to come to this state. Tourism is a joke here. So these are two factors we have to address. We have to address them. And I have a plan, and whenever I do run, that plan's going to be out there for everyone to see. So, thank you. Have a good day. Stay safe out there. Bye.